live chat. There we go. Give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to get this straightened up here. I seen somebody's waiting. I don't like nobody to wait. So I just went ahead and hit the button. Give me a second. I'm still trying to get the phone in here. Oops, look how crooked. Yeah, come on, dude. There we go. Okay, got it. I guess that we'll see how that works right there. We'll see how. Yeah, guys, still kind of crooked. What's going on with this thing? Hold on a minute. Let me do this. I'll fix it this way. Maybe I will. Come on down there. There we go. There we go. Let's see if I ain't straight now. Well, I'm straighter than I was, ain't I? Let's see there now. How about that? Can't really see Mr. Bones over there in the corner. Can you see his hand right there? We don't need to see him that much anyway. Let's see if I can turn it just a little bit. Hey, Life, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all hear some scratching noises or something in the background. That's my big black and white cat, and I don't know what he's doing over there. He's having a time. I reckon. Give me a second here. Okay. Yeah, guys, it's been so long since I've done this. It's all changed. Everything's new. Like it automatically puts a title for you now, so you have to go in and edit it. I don't know. Anyway, it's new, so just bear with me if something changes or is different. It'll take me a second or two probably to figure it out because, like I said, it's not the same. It's not the same as it was. Bonnie, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Mikey, what's up, buddy? Hey, man, I texted you back, man, and you, I don't know if you didn't have signal or what, but after you sent me that text and told me you was on your way there, I sent you a text back. I didn't know if you tried to send another one. I got a dadgum lightning bug in here. That's kind of trippy. You'd be looking at this screen and then see there's actually two of them, lightning bugs are flashing. I didn't know what that was. And guys, I know, I'll talk more here in a minute, but I know I'm just talking to the ones that's already here. I know I made a post. We're going to do the whole chapter of Revelations. But guys, I don't know about how y'all are. See, I've got one of them, like on my phone, the Bible app on my phone. I got the easy to read version, and it takes all that thou and thou and all that stuff out of it. I'm different, I guess, because that's really a lot. I mean, I'll tell you what it is. It's the devil. He knows. That's a lot harder for me to understand. So in order for me to be able to understand it the way y'all are supposed to be able to hear it, I want to read through the whole chapter again. And I'm at like chapter, let's see. I made it to chapter 14, so I'm almost there. But, I might be able to get that done by tonight, and then we do that tomorrow night. But I've got something that I think, it's definitely not no more important than Revelations, but in the United States of America, and I have to say that because I do have people that watch out of the country, but here in the United States of America, I think what I'm getting ready to read, and I'm going to show you, this right here is one of them We the People Bibles. Y'all seen, I posted about it. It's real thin, it's kind of, I don't know what you call that, softback or whatever, and that's what I like. But anyway, one good thing about these is in the back of them, it's Declaration of Independence. And well, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, I don't really know what order they're in. So okay, it's the Declaration of Independence. Then look here, there's the Constitution, guys. That's the Constitution right there. We know the Constitution was written and based on Christianity. There's a lot of people don't like that, but it was. It really was. A lot of people don't like that for some reason. A lot of people do. I'm one of them do. And there's also the Bill of Rights is in here. Very, very informative, I think. But what I want to do is I want to read, and I'll give it just a minute because I had several people that had commented this and that saying they didn't want to miss my life. So I actually went back to them comments on a few and tried to let them know that around 9ish or whatever that I was going to come out. Hold on, guys. Let me get my stool here. Now, I ain't going to promise this thing. I'm sitting on a very, 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 oh goodness, don't you do that. I'm sitting on a very, very old table, and I guess it's like a bar stool or whatever. I mean, and when I say old, I'm talking in the 80s. It's like 80s furniture. So if I turn a back flip, Don't say it in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think it's not that. It's in pretty good shape, to be honest with you. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be sitting on it. But there's a chance, right? There's always a chance. I can turn a back flip here in just a second. You never know. Now, guys, I understand that this day and time, the kids in school, they don't know how to write cursive, and the reason they don't teach them cursive is because, luckily, this right here it's not written. It's just written normal. But when they were originally written, they were written cursive, so that's why they don't want them, I think, to be able to read it, and that's sad, guys. So I'm going to read not the whole thing, just what I think is important for right now, and it's really just the first couple, really maybe first, and then there's a little small paragraph, and then there's a quite a little bit bigger one, but in that bigger one is the most important thing that we need to take away from all this right here on this side of it. And after we get this right here done, then, guys, this, like I say, this is a new Bible, but I've been reading it a whole lot, and I've been doing a whole lot of highlighting. So, after I read this Declaration of Independence, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll have a word of prayer, and we can y'all can either call out some verses or something that you got highlighted in your Bible, or we'll go with what I've got highlighted in mine already. And, hey, we'll just see where the Lord takes it, okay? That's all. I mean, it's his show to begin with, right? I'm not the boss, guys. I'm just a messenger. Just trying to wake people up, man. It's so crazy. I can't believe what I've seen. And I know I've been absent. Yeah, Jamie. I've been posting stuff. I mean, I post quite regularly over on Facebook, but I try to post something on YouTube all the time, at least some kind of quote or something, at least once a week. I hear sirens. That's the reason I paused right there. I hear sirens. Yeah, it sounds like a fire truck. But now I had to take some time off for myself, right? I had to, I don't know how to put it. I just had to, really, I'll tell you what it is I'm a redhead and I'm stubborn. And it was like a stubborn conversation between me and God. And I was the one being stubborn, right? And it's my bad. It took me so long, but it did. It did. I mean, maybe he meant for it to be that long. I don't know. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. How you doing, Deborah? Let's see, who's that? Kate for Big Little Voices. How you doing? How you doing? And then I don't know, something. There's one right there, guys. I'm kind of far back from the phone, and it says this message is held for review. View message. I don't even know what that's new to me. Let's see what it says. Oh my goodness, are you serious? I've got. Oh yeah, duh. Show. Why wouldn't I? Okay, well, I don't understand what just happened there. Remington Ruger, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I had to actually approve your comment, and that right there says a bunch. If you can understand what just happened right there, we're already on the same page. If you can't, then I mean, I might be able to bring you up to speed, but it's going to take a while because there's been a lot going on. I'm hoping some of y'all would. How you doing, Jessica? How you doing? How you doing? I still ain't forgot. I still ain't forgot about that whole mess, and I've seen that old dude up there been posting, making videos on this some kind of. So I guess he thinks he's a reporter or something. It's just a matter of time before I comment on there. And when I do, I'm probably gonna be tagging your name because he never has sent you your $200 back, right? So till he does. I mean, it ain't right. It ain't right. How you doing, Kathleen? And guys, you can see I'm a distance away from my phone. The letters are literally probably smaller than that right there. And I can read the comments pretty good, but the names are kind of bunched together. So that's why I'm kind of leaning forward. And do me a favor. If you got anybody in your family that pays attention to your social media, like younger kids in it, they need to know Declaration of Independence. And I would like to say kids, but it's adults. It's sadly adults, grown adults that have no clue what this right here says, and if they know what it says, they don't understand it. They don't. So if you do, that's what I was getting at. If you do, share this out to them, let them know. And I mean, look, it might not be popular to some, but everything that you're doing is revolved around this right here. I mean, and no, it ain't okay either. I mean, I can't promise he's ever going to send anything, but you know, I kind of feel like that's just the thing to do. You know, if you're out there trying to, I say it like this: there's no way I could come on here and do videos trying to inform y'all anything if I hadn't stole money from people. I just don't know how. I don't know, but the devil knows he ain't got much time left, and sadly, he's chewed some people all to pieces. I mean, he's got them so wrapped up. I don't know. I don't know if some of these people will ever let go, and it's so sad. It's so sad. But I'm not going to keep I think it says 12. The ones that's already here. We're going to get into this right here, and you can see what I'm reading this out of. I mean, this right here is not hard to find. You Google it. You look it right up, and you'll be able to find these exact word for word. But I'm going to read it to y'all. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to read a whole lot. I'm just going to read just maybe that first little section, and then maybe the whole next paragraph. All right. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and the equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. Wait a minute, I lost my place. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. And it says, we hold these truths to be self-evident. Y'all pay real close attention right here, okay? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I'm going to repeat that again for in the back. That all men are created equal. Okay? Not only is that the way God intended, it's written in our Constitution as well. So why we got all this junk going on in this country, I don't know, but this right here says that we're all created equal, right? Men and women alike, we're all equal. That they are endowed by their Creator. I need to say that again for the ones in the back. They're endowed by their Creator. That's God, okay? I told you this was wrote based on Christianity, okay? They were Christians that wrote this. I'll say it like that. They were endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. To secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Now listen right here real hard, okay? That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, this right here is what, listen, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. I'm going to repeat that again. It is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and institute new. And institute new. I want to say it 50 more times. I don't understand. Y'all, I'm sure the ones that's here understand frustration. But from what this says and from what's going on, it's difference between night and day, right? It is. Hold on, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. And then, that right there, guys, is, well, when you get that far, you kind of have to stop. It's kind of like ingredients in a recipe. When you get that far, that's not even been done yet. So everything that they say underneath it, and guys, it's pages. And here one, there's another page. I mean, it talks about, I mean, it's sad. It's sad what people have no idea. I know they've heard all over the media about Constitution because it's been brought up many, many times as far as the media saying basically the Constitution needs to be threw out or it's junk or whatever, the lies that they say. And I'm going to say this too, man. Look, the media in this country needs to be held just accountable as these up here doing this evil because they're part of it. If they had to push a lot of this stuff, it would have never gained as much traction as some of it did. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't go into many details, guys. I can't, but you know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm coming from. What's up, cuz? How you doing, buddy? Y'all know where I'm coming from. And it's sad. I watched a guy on this same platform. He was doing exactly what I'm doing 4 or 5 nights ago. And there's certain things that I am forbidden to talk about on here unless I lie to you. Now, I'm not going to say what it is, but that's what it is. If I lie to you, it'll be okay. If I tell you the truth, I get a strike. After 3 of them strikes, you know what happens? They'll ban me. Not just get rid of this account. They'll ban my face for the rest of my life. And see, that's mind blowing to me, guys. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. But from what I read right there, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, I do. I kind of think God has done this to give some of you all that have been sliding. And I mean, I got to say, I got to put myself in that category. I'm not just going to accuse you all. I'm going to put myself in that category because I promise you, 6 years ago, I was not where I needed to be. My relationship with the Lord was not where it was supposed to be. It was far, far away. You know, and I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. You realize the 325 people every single day that's because deadly fentanyl's coming in. You realize 325 people every day. I mean, if we had airplanes in the sky and there was one crashing every single night, that's 3, and it was killing 325 people, I promise you, somebody'd stop all them planes. There'd be nobody else taking off. But because this is whatever, I don't understand the difference in that. Losing a loved one or losing somebody you care about is all the same to me. But that's what's happening. I mean, it's happening every day. That's not me saying that. I looked up the statistics, and I'm pretty sure that was like 3 months ago when I looked at that number. The number's probably higher than that now. So I may be wrong. Okay, fact checkers, I may be wrong about that because I'm probably not high enough. But I know it was at least that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy that many people are just nobody cares about them. What about the 85 plus thousand kids that we know about? I guarantee you, the real number is 200 and some. That just, they have no idea what happened to them. Does that make any sense to y'all? It don't me. Oh, look there. Yeah, I had to put that. I usually don't. Y'all know I usually don't do stuff. I usually don't have stuff like that in the camera, but you know, considering it seems to me like you can do anything you want. There is no law and order in this country that I see. Do y'all? Tell me, do y'all see law and order in this country? Because I don't. Unless it's against one side. That's messed up. It's not. It's definitely not right for us to be allowing it. But you know, y'all, a lot of people, I guess, they're just gonna sit back, wait for somebody else to maybe do what they want done or hope would happen. But I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to take you know, voicing your mouth, getting out and voicing something, because, well, that's our right, ain't it? Ain't we supposed to have that right too? And guys, I'm just flipping. Y'all got a Bible verse there that you want me to read on here. What's this say? Oh yeah, it's a free for all out there. Yeah, I mean you go out there and get at least up to $1,000 worth of anything you want in every store, and it's a misdemeanor. That's crazy to me. You can steal $999 worth of stuff in California, and it's a misdemeanor. And they don't even stop you. Like Robbie said, they don't stop you. They just let you go right on. Wow. Oh, but you know what? I also seen a video today where I don't know how many, a $500,000 payment a month for a mall. Now the mall has no businesses. In the past year, it's lost over 50% of the businesses in there. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was it's either, I believe it's San Francisco is where this is. And man, I'll tell you what, this guy was just driving up the street and it looked like, Robbie knows what I'm talking about. It looked like the Apple Festival, except it was homeless people. It just blows my mind, man. It blows my mind. But when, you know what, we already had a problem with veterans on our street, right? Veterans sleeping on our streets, along with many other Americans sleeping on our streets. But when they let 12 million more that's not supposed to be here, that are not from here, that weren't born here, that didn't do nothing to come here to harm us here, when they let that many more, and the number's probably higher than that, they still don't have nowhere to go. But what they're doing is they're putting them in people's apartments, houses, hotels. I seen up in, I'm pretty sure this might have been in, I can't say what city for sure because I've looked at so much stuff, but I know, I think it was New York or one of them, but they got a hotel up there for them, and they're not even allowing Americans in. It's like, if you're not one of us, you don't come in. Literally stopping them at the door. The whole, like 20 floors high hotel. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Robbie, you're right. I don't know, guys. I just don't understand a lot of this stuff. There was, like I said, there was a lot more. Um, there was already homeless people here. We already had a problem with that in this country. So why they think they can just open the floodgates and just let more people? Well, I know why. They want to get them votes. It ain't. I mean, it's not a. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. If you're watching YouTube and you see a hillbilly like me having to come on here and read you the Bible and tell you about what's going on in this country, we got major problems. Y'all understand that? Like, I mean, I don't understand it, but I do understand it. But y'all, it makes sense. I shouldn't be able to come on here talking about this. And I'll be honest with you, since the very first time I hit this live button back 7-8 years ago, whatever it was, 7 years, 8, I don't know. It was talking about politics. Of course, some of y'all already know I was living for the world in them days, and majority of them was definitely not kid friendly from my filthy mouth, right? And look, I'm not saying that that stopped. If I get mad or I bump my toe or what, I still slip up. Devil knows that's my weakness, but I promise you, I'm working on it. But yeah, there's I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I don't understand a lot of this. I don't understand it. What? I sit and watch these videos of Congress, and y'all can tell me what you think, if it's different or not. But I sit and watch these videos, and I see a lot of people that read this book right here just like we do, right? And I'm assuming all that's watching is, and if you're not, then I suggest you better start reading. But the same men and women that we put in office up there, and I mean, they're asking questions. I'll say this again, they're asking the questions that we want the answers to, but all they do is get up there and say, oh, that's under investigation, I can't talk about that. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to speak about that. I promise you, if it's me or you, they'd make us speak. They'd make us speak. And that's what I don't understand. Why are these people that just happen to be where they're at right now in power, or so-called, I mean, well, technically they are not legit, but you know what I'm saying. I'm allowed to say that on here now. Anyhow, they just get the most egregious crimes that they can be, and they just get by with it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't understand it. And back to the border down there being wide open, and I mean, that's a fact. It's wide open. Back to it being, just, well, I mean, honestly, they're actually shuttling them across in buses. So I mean, what's that say? But with it being open like it is, I don't know, guys. I just feel, well, that there's so many crimes that are being committed. It's just like I don't know. It's such a weird time, man. It's just hard to believe, because, well, life has never been like this. Most time people do stuff and what has it been, 2 years, 3 years? Well, we know their crimes have been going on longer, but as it's come to light, and, well, I think been nothing done. I just don't understand it. Trying to read through the comments or not. Well, I got to agree. It seems to me like they just get up there and, they ask the questions that we want, I think, a few, but nothing gets done. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand it. Bonnie, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. In this little break that I took, whatever, it's been like, I think, almost 4 months, I think, since I've even done a video. Now, like I said, I've been making posts and this and that, and I still talk to several people on that, but this is the first video that I've done, and I've sat back and watched a whole lot, and I took mental notes in my head. I took physical notes on paper. Some of the stuff I've seen, it blows my mind how I don't know. I wouldn't even give this person any attention or any positive attention. But there's this guy that sits and literally picks his nose. He does videos. All he does, he don't ever say anything. He just picks his nose. He's got like 1,800,000 subscribers, and all he does is sit and pick his nose. That right there tells me a lot about the shape we're in. That you got, I just don't get it, man. I just happened to be scrolling through, and I'm like, God, what's this guy doing? And there was 28,000 people watching him live sit there pick his nose. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. I'll explain it to you real fast. When people see stuff like that, they either think it's funny or it's gross or whatever, and it's a trigger mechanism in their brain, so they automatically share it. Versus me, when I come on and say, guys, I'm going to read the Bible, we share it. You won't share it. The devil stops you. The devil will say, don't do that. Don't share that hillbillies nothing. That's just something went wrong. Try again. Tap to retry. What's that mean? Guys, I have no idea what's going on. The comments went away. It said something went wrong. Tap to retry. I don't know what that meant. But it's sad that, but that's what I was saying. The devil will tell you not to do it. Don't listen. Versus somebody picking their nose. He's going to encourage you to do that. And we do it. That's the difference right there in a nutshell. And if you can grab that right there, what I just said, then we're on the same page. That's kind of, Tutor, how you doing? Good to see you. That's kind of in a nutshell, really what it is, you know? I mean, it's an attention grabber. Like I said, some people think that's funny. I think it's gross. But regardless, it's a trigger mechanism, and they'll automatically share it. And, you know, I've said on live feeds before for 3 and 4 hours, and every 5-10 minutes, I say share this, and I've even had people in the comments say, man, I shared it, and when I go look, because trust me, if you tell me that, I do go look. I will go look. I mean, if you're nice enough to tell me, I'm going to be nice enough to oblige and probably go underneath it and tell you thank you, right? That's what I do. So, but what I was getting at is when I go and look, they lied. They didn't really do it. It's all well and good though, man. You know, I'm not on it. Guys, listen, I'm going to say this for the ones sitting in the way back. I'm not on here to be your friend or for the clicks and the likes and all that garbage. I'm not on here for that, right? I would recommend you just pay attention. I'm not on here for all that YouTube fame, Facebook fame, whatever you want to call it. I'm not that. I had that chance on Facebook and I turned it down. It's just too much. And yeah, no, that's not the way to go, guys. You shouldn't let stuff like that go to your head. But look, a lot of people do. I get it. Like, has anybody got a verse in the Bible like that you got highlighted, or one that you like or whatever? We're going. I'd honestly rather be talking about the Bible and this and that rather than other junk, anyways. Wouldn't y'all? If y'all got a favorite verse, if you do, I'll look it up and I'll read it. Because like I said, I've got quite a bit highlighted. What was that? I seen something earlier. I had something highlighted here that it kind of goes along with what I was talking about tonight already. If I can find it, I can't even remember where it's at. No. Wait a minute. You know, I was. Oh, that's a given right there. If you look in Luke 12 and 7, you've heard me say in other live feeds and this and that God knows every hair on her head. Right here, that's where it says in Luke 12, verse number 7. But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. That's, you know, that's his first word. It says, fear not, therefore ye are more value than many sparrows. That's the full verse. But that's where I get that from, because I've heard, you know, preachers and been taught that, you know, when I was a kid. And y'all have heard me say that in other live feeds, but that's where that's from. That's the reason I actually highlighted that, because I was like, I didn't know the verse. Somebody actually kind of asked me one night, where's that at? And I was like, I don't have any idea. I know it's in there. I just don't know where. Sorry, guys, that dang lightning bug still. There's like 5 or 6 of them in here. I left the door open earlier because I didn't have this table set up. Y'all know what? I usually sit back there in my chair. I had this table. It was all slid over that way, so I had to clean a big mess out. What y'all can't see is that I've got enough wood laying back here behind me and enough stuff to burn the last probably 3 months. I've got so much stuff, but it's too hot. It's too hot here to get a fire going. Too right. Yeah, that's right. Pride does come before the fall, and that's we're seeing that a lot in people. I'm seeing it a lot. You know what? When I took this break, this past 4 months break, you know, it was, like I said, I was kind of working on myself, and that guys, if you don't do these videos and you don't know, like I just said a few minutes ago, I had to clean all this stuff. There's a lot of preparation. Well, for me there is. I get a lot of people just hit the button wherever they're at. I'm not one of them. Unless something's going on, I try to get, you know, especially if I'm going to sit down and read the Word of God, I want to do it right. Okay, I mean, I don't. You all know I usually don't wear stuff, but I think this shirt right here, I'm reading the Word of God, so I just kind of wanted to respect it just a little bit, you know. But what I'm getting at is to do these videos takes a lot of preparation, you know, and then the ones you do them know what I'm talking about. Now, if you're just one of them that just hits the live button wherever you're at, then you might be able to say it's easy. I don't know, but I'm not one of them. I can't talk for that, but you know, it's a job. It's a job. There's a lot to it. But as you know, like I said, as I was taking my little break and kind of having my, I guess, like I said, it was like a talk, you know, between me and God and that. And I was trying to read. If you see me lean forward, I'm reading your comments, or at least trying to. And if like I said, if anybody's got a verse that they got highlighted or whatever, let me know, and I'll read it out to you. Guys, I'm not one of these that's and I know people that can flip a Bible open and you can tell them you know the verse where no matter where it's at, and they can just go flip to. I'm not one of them. I have to really look for it, you know. All right, buddy. Yeah. Say a prayer for Mikey right there, guys. They're traveling on the road. Probably it's like a 5 or 6 hour drive at least. So say a prayer for safety for them, guys, because I'm telling you what, you know, I drive a truck, and it's getting crazier and crazier every day with the nuts on the road. I don't know how these people get driver's license. I have no idea. And I've got sad to say, a lot of it's truck drivers I'm talking about. Some of them are in the same dadgum rig I'm in, like almost identical. And that's scary because they can't drive. They can't back up. But you don't believe how many places I have to go and help literally back these trucks in for these guys. They can't do it. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, how crazy it is. Yeah, we'll definitely say a prayer for your safety there, Michael. Yeah, I like to highlight, guys. I like to highlight and go back and read it later or whatever. Because like I said, if I think it's any little bit important, I highlight it. Because, well, there may be 5 more times that I read that, and every time that I read it, God will have a different meaning for you. You see what I'm saying? That's, you know, guys, that's how God works. He will give you discernment. The Holy Spirit will give you discernment in people but it ain't going to automatically going to be there, right? I promise the devil's right there first. You know, a lot of, you know, I made a post yesterday, and you know, when I read that post, it really hit home to me. You know, the devil tricked and got 1/3 of the angels. We don't have nowhere near the power of angels got. Can you let me kind of set this up for you. Can you imagine, because this is how I look at it. Maybe you look at it different. But can you imagine being an angel, knowing and seeing God and still turning your back on him? Because 1/3 of them did. So the devil's that smooth. He's that smart. He was able to get that. I mean, and they know what's going to happen in the end. The devil, I think, he's got a little small mind, and he thinks he's going to win this, but he ain't. So, but if he can trick, what I'm getting at is if he can trick 1/3 of the angels, I promise you he can trick you. I'm watching him trick a bunch of preachers right now. Literally. I'm watching it. I've known of many. He's been tricking for years. Yeah. Yes, I said preachers. Yes. Yeah, it's sad, guys. Sad. A lot of you probably already know what I'm talking about. You've either went and visited someone and witnessed it yourself, or you know somebody that's told you about it, because it's happening, guys. It blows my mind. It's honest. I'll say it like this. It's honestly sad. I can remember that when, I I was in a bluegrass gospel group for, I want to say 3 years, something like that. During those 3 years, I was, and part of the gospel group was the preacher and his son and daughter and me and another guy. Some of y'all know. During that time, we got to travel a lot, and I don't know how many we played. Probably just about every church in the Tri-Cities, right? And during those days, I was going to church regularly. Like, I was honestly at the church practicing for this band we had every, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every other night that we wasn't in church, we were right there almost every single night. And but anyhow, during that time, one of the things that we done as part of being at the church is we go out door knocking. Now I don't know if your church that you're a member of or part of or used to be or now or whatever, if you all do that or not. Maybe it's something new to you, but we go door knocking or visiting or whatever you want to call it. It's called different things, okay? Visiting, door knocking, whatever. But it's basically where you go in the neighborhood where your church is at, where around the church or, I'll be honest, the reason I say that is because it's really hard to get them people to come versus the people that live 50 miles away. But what I'm getting at is when we was doing it around the church, we'd park at the church and literally walk from the church all around these neighborhoods, go talk to everybody, pray people, invite them to come, all that, right? Well, if I take you right out there, maybe 150 feet from where I'm sitting right now, you got about a 100-mile view where I'm up on top of this hill out here. And in that 100-mile view, there's lots of churches, but I can physically see with my eye and count about 8 or 9 steeples of churches. There's one that I could probably, let me think, I could probably hit a golf ball. A golf ball, when you go pretty far, I could probably hit a golf ball and it come pretty close to going on their property. I don't know anything. They've never, not once, I've lived here in where I'm at right now, 10 years. I don't even know the name of that church. I don't know nobody there. And I live in a Bible Belt. I just figured, you'd see more people coming knocking on doors. Do they do that in your neighborhood where you live, or do you do it with your church or what have you? Because I don't see it here. Like I said, I've lived here 10 years, and I'll be honest with you, other than me being a part of it and being a part of the church, I can't say anywhere that I've lived that I've had my door knocked on, and that's kind of sad because they was a church really close about everywhere I have lived. One place they kind of wasn't, but y'all get what I'm saying. You just don't see it. It's all about finding out who has got the big jobs in the town and get that family in your church because they got the big tithing to give. That's really what it's about. And boy, it's sad that I know that. Would have said like that. I'm not gonna call no names out. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. That's between him and the Lord. But I'm just saying, it's sad that I know that. It is. It's sad. I shouldn't know that, but I do. I'm just saying, guys. The devil knows. I believe you heard me say before. He knows he ain't got much time left, and by not, anything you don't have much time left, you're gonna speed up most of the time. Won't get finished. If you work, you want to speed to the end and get finished, right? If you're in a hurry eating, you speed right to the end. You eat as fast as you can, right? Well, I'm just trying to give examples for the ones that just don't understand what I'm saying. Because believe it or not, there's a lot that don't understand this. I've sat back and watched. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of y'all that are taking part. That's little girl Summer Wells been missing for 2 years the other day on 15th. Been missing for 2 years, and I've sat and watched. I don't know how many of you partaken so much. I don't. Let me see. What can I call this? It's the devil's work. All them over that's made. Some of them made a lifestyle about this little girl, but it blows my mind that some of y'all have stuck right in there and watched. Some people say the same old thing over and over and over and over and over again for 2 years, and you have. So that's why I decided I'm going to come on and start reading the Bible, because Somebody will listen. I promise. Somebody will listen. You know, it's like I said, I'm not here for the clicks. I don't care if it's one person. It don't matter really if it's zero. I'm still going to do this because somebody will watch it. I promise you, somebody will. It'll help somebody. You know, but I'm not. I'll say it like this. I do appreciate the real ones. You know, y'all know who I'm talking about. But I mean, if you know me, you already know. You understand because we probably already talked about it. But if you don't, there's a lot of drama and a lot of. I'll say it like this. I'm gonna start doing these videos again because you know, like I said, this first one 4 months. I'm gonna start doing them again and watch when these numbers right here, when they start growing, my phone will not only start ringing, my emails will start going because people then they won't be my friend again then because my number's up there. If they think I can shout them out and help get their numbers up there, you know, there'll be one person that I'd shout out. And the guys, you know, I ain't say I know. It is my fault because I ain't come on and talked about it. But honestly, I mean, I know everybody in this country's struggling. I mean, you know, there's a struggle for all of us. I mean, it seems like in these past 4 months, I've had a lot going on. You know, both my little dogs has had surgeries again in these past 4 months. And you know, we can get into that on another live feed. But they had surgery again, and the daggone ignition in the car locked up. And yeah, y'all, I'll tell you about this. The ignition in the car locked up will not turn no matter what. So, only thing you can do is get a new ignition, right? Been waiting. Well, the ignition part is okay, but that little chip that's in there that China owns, they got the patent on that, and won't allow that patent over to be able to release it. So I've been sitting with a car with no ignition that'll turn. I had to get towed for almost, I want to say 3 months now, or so, maybe 3 or 4 at least. I think it was in March when this happened, end of March. Pretty sure that's when it was. But I'm having to wait on China to send it. And from the dealers and everybody else, locksmith, and everybody else that I've talked to, they've been waiting 3 months on this particular. Some of them been waiting 6 months on this particular chip. So yeah, guys, I promise you, the struggle is real. I get it. But they've been a whole lot going on. Oh, what's that say? I'm trying to read that comment. Oh, okay, you don't need to order the Jonesboro. I'm trying to read a few comments. Well, you know, it's sad that little summer. It's sad. It's sad. There's no doubt in my mind that somebody knows exactly where that little girl is right now. They know. And I think it's more than one person. I think there's actually several people that know. How they sleep at night, I don't know. But, I mean, well, I'm going to be as nice about it as I can. It ain't the first time it's happened in that family. And they seem to sleep fine after that one, so I don't know. I'll tell you like this, you know, guys, you all know that I went down there and I've talked to them. I've been in their house. I tried everything in me to help, right? It didn't do nothing but it caused me tons and tons of trauma and almost got either me or some people hurt. Like, I mean, life and death hurt, right? It got that bad. Yeah. But it's sad. It's really sad. And I'm going to say it like this. I'm very disappointed in how they've handled this. Like, I'm just disappointed in them. I just figured from the little bit I was around them, I don't know, man. I just expected more. I really did. I don't know. If my dog went missing, son, there'd be no ends. That's all you'd ever hear out of me. People would probably beat my face in to shut me up. And then we're not seeing that. And these people have lost a little girl. We've not seen that type of reaction. You know, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like they've made a YouTube channel and they're just, I don't know, man. Well, people are sending them tons of money for what? They dang sure ain't trying to find their little girl. Not that I've seen. I live here. Okay? And before any of the haters come in and say anything, my boots have been on the ground almost more, I would say, other than the officials, almost more than anybody back when this started. I mean, there's a lot of videos to prove that. And I ain't trying to get a pat on the back. I wanted to find that little girl. You know, I don't want no, I don't want nothing. Just the little girl found. That's all I was trying to do. And it caused me a crap ton of problem. You know, I don't know how many people emailed me the other day saying, why didn't you go to that vigil? Why didn't you? I'm like, well, first of all, since you want to be nosy, I'll tell you, right? Oh, the ignition in the car messed up. Been messed up 3 months waiting on China. Can't get apart. So y'all know I drive a truck for 7, 8, 9 of my well, so-called buddies. But since this has happened, I've only been driving for 2 because only 2 of them are willing to come get me. The rest of them said, "Oh, you can't get here. I just have to get somebody else." So that was one of the days that I was having to go. I had to do what I had to do. Right? It's been look. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. But look, God is gonna take care of me. I'm not worried about that. But that's what I told them, and I'll be honest, they was pretty nice and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." But guys, I tell you, it don't do no good to get involved in a bunch of drama. I'm not gonna get involved in a bunch of drama. I already have been, and all I was doing is trying to help. Okay, all that's gonna do is fire all that right back up. You know, you got probably 15 more new creators now that have built BS channels, and I say that. They built BS channels on this little girl. I don't want them to have my name in their mouth for no reason. Helping or not, I don't care. I don't want no association with these people. And I know if that's what happens, that's all it's going to be, and it's going to turn into drama, and then they're going to go backwards and try to look at, you know, there's a lot of people out there that have no idea who I am, and I get that. I didn't do this to be known. I just tried to find a little girl. But considering the circumstances of what some of these characters involved did, a lot of people should know the truth, but they don't. They ain't got enough sense to go back on my videos and watch it. Like, I don't have to say it here. I've already said it. The video's still up. They're just too stupid to go watch it. You know, coming, accusing me and all this. And try. Yeah, I've had that. I had that about, let's see, 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I got just 3 or 4 off the wall people. I think what it did is they all come together and combined. And I really don't know who it was, but yeah, it's like I was trying to start that junk up again, man. I'm trying to. Sean McFarland, what's up, brother? No, it's me, man. It's really me. It's really me. We talked on the phone there a couple weeks ago, or a week or 2 ago. It's really me. I remember Trump's birthday. I remember. No, it's really me. I know, brother. I can't wait, man. I know. I can't wait. It's the anticipation is driving me nuts. Yeah, I believe we're getting ready to see a shift. This whole country is getting ready to shift because, guys, the evil just can't keep going on like it is, and us have a prosperous life, right? Like I read, in the very back of this right here. I'm just looking at them, see how they. So I know it said something about prosperous somewhere. We can't have a prosperous life like this. I'm not. Are you? Let me ask you something. How many of y'all's lives has your life got better or worse in the past 2 years? Because it's past 2 years. Well, I'm not going to lie. The past 3 months, 4 months have been a super struggle for me. Before that, I was great. I'm not going to lie about that. But here's the kicker: it took one little, kidney punch or a gut punch, whatever, as the vehicle messing up, and that's what I'm referencing it as. Devil gut punch one good time, and that has really got me doubled over, and I'm down on one knee, pulling with the other hand on the ground. It's been a struggle, guys. I can't lie about that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's been a struggle, but like I said, good Lord's got a plan for all of us, not just me. And it's like I said, I've done a lot of soul searching. I've done a lot of me and God talking back and forth, one of the reasons that I was waiting for, I guess, an answer, and like I said, I wasn't testing God or nothing like that. Trust me, I've been through some tests, as you already heard. So maybe I got put through them tests for a reason, and I'm still going through them, some of them. But God's going to take care of me, and He's going to take care of you. If you're a true follower and believer of Jesus Christ, He will take care of you. But listen, you got to have enough faith. Like, I live right here in these beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Appalachian mountains that God made. I've got enough faith that he could pick up big Appalachian, or let's see, let me think of them. Either he could pick up Buffalo Mountain, or he could pick up Unaka. Unaka is, I think, maybe a little more. Yeah, he could pick up Unaka Mountain and throw it plumb up to Virginia if he wanted to. I've got that much faith. Do you? And look, I know some people, when I say that yeah, man, yeah. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I believe he can. And look, when you get faith like that, and look, I'm not saying my faith's no better than yours. I want you to believe that exactly like I do. This is not a competition, okay? I don't want to get nobody to get that twisted, because a lot of people think the way I talk and the way I come across is kind of smart alecky, and look, it may be. That's just how I am. I just tell you the way I want it told to me, you know? And my videos still end up being 2 and 3 hours long sometimes, and I'm going still straight to the point, right? Trying to read some of these comments here. Worse for sure. Yep, there you go. I'm going to have to scroll back just a little bit. Open up my son. Everybody, look at worse. Guys, it's so sad. And look, if I've missed you in the comments, comment again, and I'll get you there. I can only see 1, 2, 3. I can see 4 comments at a time. And I apologize. When I get on a rambling, y'all know my mind will switch gears and slam and reverse as we're going forward. Y'all know that's how I am. That's what's on this channel, guys. I'm just, I don't know how else to be. I don't know how else to be. If you can ask some people that know me from real life, it's exactly how I am in real life. I ain't sugarcoating nothing for you. You know, I'm just going to get on here and I'm going to do what God wants me to do. Regardless, like I said, that little up there is looks like a little head with shoulders. It's got numbers beside it. That could say 0, and I'm still going to sit right here and talk, just like it did if it said 500 million. It ain't going to make a difference. There's going to be no change. Now, I will say, if it had 500 million, I might be able to change the lighting and, you know, maybe get it. I don't know. It'd be a little better, I'd say, but the message and my actions would not change. Not at all. Has anybody got a special Bible verse? Or because if not, I'm just going to pick one of these that I've got highlighted. Because like I said, I think I love highlight. I think it's so fun to. But like I said, I don't just go through and do what I want. When I'm reading, when I read something in here that really grabs it and pulls at my heart, then I'll highlight it. I'm like, I might need to tell somebody that one day, you know. And I'll be honest, it ain't. I think that's God telling me to do that, because He knows what you need. He knows what I need. And you know, somebody think it's a fable or whatever, but He's able to just say, me read a Bible verse today and highlight it for you 6 weeks from now, because He knows you're going to need it 6 weeks from now. That's what He does. You know, He's got every little step that you planned out in your life. He's got it all planned for you. You know, the sad thing is a lot of people choose to go their own way. And I mean, He gives you the free will to do that. He gives you the free will to do that. You know, and I guess, you know, if somebody say, oh, somebody sent me a message, where you been, man? Look, well, first of all, please don't come watch the video. Don't make me say it again. God's been working on me. I say it like that. God's been working on me, and I'm a stubborn redhead. You know, Sean will tell you right there, me and him talked on the phone a couple weeks ago, and I told him the same thing. Yep, our story was written before it's born. You know, and sadly, I'm not going to say this is easy, because it's not. It's very hard, but it'll be worth it. If you think about how short life really is, like in here's, oh man, I wish I could find that. I know I highlighted it. It says life is a vapor. A vapor. You know what a vapor is? It's poof and it's gone, right? I got one of them little vape pens somewhere. If I had it, I'd show you what a vapor is. But it's like a vapor. It's so quick, guys, so quick. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. It's sad. I got to really think. I'm 44 now. And, well, the past 10 years is just been like a blink of an eye, right? Like a blink of an eye. Well, I look at it as right now, at best, at the very max best, like I've got half my life's already gone. And I mean, if you said, Jamie, you're going to live to be 80, then it'd be half over. I'd be like, well, I think that would still go by really fast. Because as you get older, it seems like time speeds up.
Does anybody else agree with that? In my teens, it seemed like the years went kind of, slow and good because, you wanted to graduate, get out of it. I don't know. It seemed like that kind of drug by. And then afterwards, it just kept getting faster. And you just like keep getting more momentum. And it ain't never slowed down. It just keeps getting faster. The twinkling of an eye. Yeah, that's right. It's crazy, God, I'm gonna talk about this too. Because I made a post today. On Facebook. It caused a little bit of controversy over it. Because what it was is that I on my Facebook account, I had been friends with somebody. I'd seen their name, their profile picture. I checked out their page. We had a lot in common, this and that. I just hit okay. And come find out it's somebody that I had blocked a long time ago. And it wasn't their real name. And I just made that post on there. I'm going to say it like this. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But in life, if you look at it, and if you're as old as I am, you could be a little bit younger, you're going to look back and it's like somewhere it even says in here, there's seasons. There's a season for everything. Some people in your life are meant to be there for a season, right? They're not meant to be there the whole time you're alive. Like I know people right now that this time, 5-6 years ago, man, I was really tight with, I don't know, say 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. And sadly now, let me think. I don't talk to any of them. None of them. Don't talk to any of them. Hadn't for a year and a half, 2 years. Since January 6th and all that. I'll be honest with you. And I'll be honest with everybody. I tell you what, the real reason, I guess, is, after January 6th, my Facebook got thrown, it just banned. Like I had to get a new phone to be able to log in Facebook. They done something to that phone where they didn't recognize nobody could log in. Facebook will not work on that phone. A lot of you already know the story. But see, I lost train of thought right there. What was I talking about? I do that all the time. Oh, when I lost that account, I started a new one. They act like I didn't exist. So I just left it at that. That's really what happened. So all I put on there, is if, look, if I've done something, I'll apologize and make it right. I don't think I've done anything to any of these people. They're the ones that, basically, I'm not going to be your rug mat. You ain't going to, and when I was living in the world, living for the devil, I would be honest, it's probably worse if you try to push me around, run over me then than it is now, right? All I'm saying, I ain't got nothing against none of these people. There's nobody out there that I got any hard feelings or anything like that towards. I just don't. I don't have no hard feelings towards nobody, all these people, all I said on there is if you're going to make a fake account, all you have to do is say, man, I'm sorry. I messed up. We'll squash it, move on. I'm one of them type of men, right? I don't have no quarrel out there with nobody. It'd take more than that right there. It wouldn't. The problem is, just like several of you typed in the comments there, they got too much pride. They got too much pride to reach out and say, man, I'm sorry, buddy. I love you, man. I'm sorry. Because I promise you, if I'd done it wrong, that's what I'd have done. That's what I'd be doing. But I guess what it got boiled down to is that when Jamie stopped making the texts and the phone calls, the communication stopped. I mean, here's 2 years to prove it. What more proof do you need? So, yeah, that's kind of what happens, man. And I'll be honest with you. God is going to send me more friends, Christian-like friends, because the reason I say that is these past 4 or 5 months, especially since I got this We the People Bible, like I said, y'all believe me, there's a lot of highlights in there. I've been doing a lot of reading. Trying to learn, right? Trying to learn. And when I would make these phone calls to these people, and I bring the Bible up, I love to talk about that. I love to learn all I can. When I bring it up, I noticed the phone calls started getting shorter and shorter, and then it got to where he wasn't even answering anymore. So, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings or whatever, but I've made my choice, right? My choice is Jesus. That's my choice. Because he's the only one that matters. He's the one that's going to look at me and judge me one day. You're not. Right? So, Guys, and that's kind of how I'm living my life. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to for God, I don't really care what the rest of anybody thinks. And the ones that know me already know that. But I just, you know, as far as that little post over on the Facebook side, all it be is a little simple apology. You know, I squash it down. But like I said, I'm not reaching out and getting trampled up. You ain't using me as a rug mat. I don't put up with that. You know. I know, Sean. Me and Sean would get on the phone and talk for hours, hours, and hours. Sorry, guys. I know. Oh, yeah, I'll call back over here. That's right. Yeah, we never die. That is so hard to believe. I mean, not hard to believe. It's hard to grasp. If you really think about it, it's hard to grasp. You're never. Well, either way, you're never going to die. You understand that? You're never going to die. And I agree the timelines are 100% changing. Yeah, that's right. I agree, Sean. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I see so many, and it's sad, man, because it's like I was trying to talk to these guys, and I mean, I let them know my decision and what I was trying to do, and I wanted them to come with me. I wanted them to jump on, and they just, but the devil's got that kind of power, you know. The devil does have that kind of power. If he's able to persuade 1/3 of the angels away from God, I promise you he can persuade you. I promise you he can persuade you. And I'll be honest, I kind of got, I'm not going to argue, and here I'm going to say this right off the bat too. I will not argue. Oh, this is not Jamie saying this. It's not Jackhammer saying this. This is the word of God, okay? So there will never, ever, ever be an argument over this. Because you're not supposed to do that. Never going, you know. But it's sad, and we need to pray for them guys. And look, I know I've got family, close family. Where's that say? I will read that verse, and I'm not going to get too deep on it, but I will read that verse if I can find it. The Lord might help me find it here. If it's meant for me to read it, I will. It's in my head anyhow. Y'all give me just a second, and I'll try to find this. I'm pretty sure I highlighted that because, well, I'm living it. So, hold on. I'm looking for it, guys. I'm looking. Oh boy, that's John 3:16. That's one of my favorite verses. Of course, that's honestly one of the verses I had to memorize when I was a kid. And y'all think I'm not lying to you. I promise. All these pages that I'm flipping to, you can see the grant. They're highlighted. I know some people probably say, "Oh, he ain't really got that highlighted," but I'll show you. I don't have nothing to hide, guys. I don't. I'm an open book. There's probably times I talk about stuff on here you probably won't hear. You know, and if it is, just tell me, Jamie. Talk about something else. I'll change the topic if it ain't that important. I'm trying to find that. I don't know if guys, that's like I said, I wish, and I'm going to get that way. I'm going to get really good at this. At least that's going to be my goal. I'm going to get really good at finding verses and memorizing stuff like that. I wished I'd have started this 25 years ago, but I had any dad Jim sense. But you know what? Devil had a hold of him. Devil, he had his grasp in me. You know, he was telling me I was going to be a rock star. Nashville. That's what he told me anyway. Sure did tell me that. Oh, right here. Very last in Revelations I've got highlighted. Surely I come quickly. He's going to come quickly. So, while I'm looking for this, and I might not be able to even find it, but, ooh, wait a minute. Well, no, but I'll tell you right here. I'm in 2 Timothy, and you starting at chapter 3. Yeah, it says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Now listen right here, okay? "For men shall be lovers of our own selves." Boy, does that sound familiar? Like what I was just describing a few minutes ago. How my buddies, when I started talking to them about Jesus. and getting right that. Said, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy. Well, I tell you what, if we ain't living in them exact times right there, now hey, look, this right here, that may even be me. I'm not saying that that's where we're at right now, but I am saying that's where we're at right now. I'm not saying it can't get worse, because it can. But, well, I'll just ask you this. What part that I read in that verse right there that's not true? Because there's not one. And it says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, fierce despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Boy, ain't that crazy, guys? I had no idea. Thank you, Lord. I had no idea that I was telling y'all about my buddies, because that's what happened. And then I flipped to this. I wasn't the verse I was looking for, but when I started reading it, it fell right in with what I was talking about. That's how the good Lord works. Let's see. It says, for this sort which they are creep into houses and led captive, silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. Never able to come to the knowledge of truth. How many people out there right now do you know that can't do that very thing right there? It's literally half of this country. Half of this country cannot come to the knowledge of truth. Because if they could, we wouldn't be where we're at. You know, like I said, that's in 2 Timothy chapter 3, and that's verses 3 through 7. And I stopped at number 7, but that's just, thank you, Lord, that's wild, I think, how that just went together perfect with what I was trying to describe. I didn't even know I was going to read that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, right there, Sean. Yeah, very, very painful days coming ahead. Guys, we're getting we're getting ready to get in some really, really, you need to stock up. Prepare yourself. Stock up with some food, food, batteries, whatever. Thank the Lord it is summertime. But make sure you can protect yourself and your family. Make sure you can protect yourself and your family. I don't know how else to say it. But guys, in the beginning of this video, and good night, I've done made it over an hour. See, time flies, guys. I feel like I've honestly been on here like 25 minutes in my mind. God's honest truth, it feels like about 25, 30 minutes. And it's over an hour. But as the very end, right over here right here in the Declaration of Independence, that wherever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it. And to institute new. I don't know how else to say it, guys. But look, you know what? The good Lord, and if y'all want to see, I know I've talked about it. I love it. To me, it's just, I was just giving y'all kind of what it looks like there. It's like I said, it's real good leather. On the back, there's absolutely nothing. And on the front, it's got that scribed in it. And look, I don't get no money. I'm not sponsored by nothing. I just, I think you need Bible. I think everybody needs a Bible. And speaking of that, I've got a pastor friend of mine that lives in Pakistan. And well, he ain't gonna mind I say this, because I let him kind of know on our messages back and forth. But I just say it like this: a lot of people over there are not doing what they say they're doing. They're taking your money, but they're not doing what they say they're doing. I've been watching this guy for like 14, 15 months now. And he's got, guys, video like this right here don't lie. It don't. Pictures and videos don't lie. They catch a lot of evidence. That's really, if we had a lot of picture and video evidence that's out there of a lot of really past things, the people in this country could see it from the real view. well, that me and Sean and several others already know. But what I'm getting at is cameras and video mean a lot. I mean, you can't lie with if you got that proof, right? This guy has really showed me the proof. Like I don't have any pictures and videos of this guy. So here's sometime in the future, I don't know how I'm going to do it or whatever, but I'm going to try to help get some Bibles to him in Pakistan. I don't know how. Me and him will have to talk about it, but I'm definitely going to try to help do that. Because like I said, I know there's a lot of people on the internet proclaiming to do that. This is one of the real ones. I mean, I don't know how you would fake having literally cases of Bibles and videos of you passing them out. How would you fake that? Do you own a Bible factory? I mean, if that's the case, then I'm still helping you make the Bibles. That's all we'll find. I'm fine with that. Good night. But y'all know what I'm saying. They've been a bunch of people try to reach out, and I've called a lot. I mean, never called them out or nothing. But when I done my research, I was like, nah, yeah. But this one here is really real, guys. He is. That's right. Beagle Mama, good to see you. Good to see you. I hope your fur babies are doing good. Mine are. Oh gosh, mine are. I had to take my. Let's see. In the past 4 months, Rock. Oh, I'll say this too. Y'all heard me talk about my. And I know I did post on here, but some of y'all might not put the two and two together. But my little Roxy, little Yorkshire Terrier that I talked about, that she had a big tumor. Like, I mean, I'm talking, it was golf ball size on her stomach. Well, and I told y'all that we thought she was too old and she was not going to be able to take it off. Well, my veterinarian got it off, and she's doing a little bit better. When before the surgery, like 2 days before the surgery, we took her and they wrapped it up in some kind of medicine, whatever, because what it was, that cyst had busted open. It's either half surgery or she's going to die. And I was like, man, I'm probably getting ready to lose her. And she's like, my veterinarian's like, no, I can get that off her. And I was like, okay. But 2 days before that, they had to wrap that up really. And they wrapped it up so tight that it made my little dog's legs swell up. And they retained a whole lot of fluid. And a lot of that fluid ain't left. Like, guys, it's, my two little dogs are my kids. And like I said, they both had to have surgeries. And they, just had to take the other one, Zoe, the one that had surgeries, got the messed up blood work and all that. Had to rush her back to the vet yesterday morning. And our veterinarians around here, take this in mind. Now, Big Ol' Mama, I don't know if it's the same way where you're at or not, but, when this all first started with my dogs, you could walk into vets around here. They had walk-in, like hospital walk-in. You can make an appointment as well, but they have walk-in. Now, the vet I go to is the only one that accepts walk-ins. There's people driving 500 miles to come to my vet because their dogs and cats and animals are dying, and other vets in this area are pushing them out. I think they're trash. I don't think you could really own or run a veterinarian if you let animals die and this and that. I get the business side of it. Expand. Get more people. That's what I would do. It's nothing but help all the way around. And it's also going to help your pocket. If you look at it that way, I look at it as helping the animals, and how you could turn one away and let it die. I don't know, but I had the emergency place right here where I live turned me away, and I almost say mine was going to die if I didn't hand them $534 right there on the spot. Yeah. And I was like, well, I just gave you $1,200. The card will not, it won't swap again because there's a daily limit. Can we, what the $1,200 I first give you wasn't good enough? Yeah, if I hadn't had that extra $5, I had to go get it and take it back to them, or they was gonna let my dog die. My dog had a catheter, IV, and everything in it. It was crazy. But we've had issues. Like I said yesterday, don't know what happened. Woke up, Zoe's, her little toe, it swelled up like a grape. We don't know. We don't have no clue what happened. We don't know if maybe her and the big cat was playing and it scratched her. When I got that cat bite, it got horrible. Or if maybe she got bit by a spider, we don't know. But her little toe swelled up, about the size of a grape. It's huge, and they extracted it. Luckily, there was no infection. It was all blood, and good. But she's already on $300 a month chemo. She's on steroids, prednisone. She's on now antibiotics to help with her foot. Guys, I'm telling you, I've never had kids But if it's anything, I mean, I got a good idea. I honestly think that animals are a little harder because you can give a kid a toy and it'll go play. The dog will sit and just stare at you. It's hard to get them to do something else, because mine anyway, and that's my own fault really, because I've spoiled them so bad. But y'all know what I'm saying. It's been so crazy. Oh yeah, we got one. The rest of them don't care, and that's sad. That's really sad. But no, and I'll be honest with you, it's my veterinarian is the one. My one veterinarian needs all the praises, and I don't know if I could say her name, so I'm not going to right now. But she needs all the praises because they was trying to do the appointment only, and she fought against it so hard. And she was actually on vacation yesterday, and she came in for my dog. The reason we got to go is because my dog has already got, but her blood work is still not right. She's still on medication, working at it to try to get it right. And with that being swelled up, it could have been infected, and that messes with her blood work. So that automatically got her in the door. But I don't like that. Even though it's my dog, I don't care. I care about your dog too. I don't see nobody's dog die. I don't want to be. I can't. There's no way I could work in a place like that. My brain. I'm too animal loving I couldn't work in a place like that. I'd be trying to buy the animals from the people, and yeah, I'd be broke. Worse than I am now. Yeah, she's a magnificent veterinarian. She really cares, She really, really cares. I thank God for her. Yeah, Big Mama, I get. I don't know how they do it. I mean, they can't have a heart, and you ain't supposed to do animals that way. The good book right here tells you ain't supposed to do that. You're supposed to take care of them. You're supposed to love them because God made them for us. I don't care if it's cows, pigs, whatever. You're still supposed to love them, even though it's food. You're still supposed to take care of them. I've actually got me a daggone chicken coop place built, or I've got to get the laying boxes and that, but I've already got the place for them to be in, a big kennel. I just got to put me a tarp across the top, and I'm gonna get me some chickens. I know I talked about it before, but I'm really gonna do it. Hopefully here in the future somehow or another. Yeah, Big Mama's a veterinary nurse there. She's almost a veterinarian. She's helped me a whole lot when it comes to my animals, especially buying one of them little donut things. But now, both my dogs have them, but they're amazing. Little donuts instead of the stinking, what's them thing called, them cones or whatever, plastic cones. Poor little dog be running, its face is running into the corner of the house. It dobs that thing down its neck. That ain't comfortable. I think the veterinarians ought to buy them daggum little blow-up things like I've got for my dogs, man. Because it made it a whole lot better. Well, you do a good job. You've helped me a whole lot. I appreciate it. Oh, I've got center blocks and I've got plywood halfway up. It's like a dog kennel, this normal chain link fence dog kennel, but I've got plywood about halfway up it with center blocks on the outside. And I mean, I'm gonna put a camera in there with them, like inside the daggone coop with them. So if anything tries, and there's other cameras that's on the coop as well. So if I'll set the motion, and now the daggum chickens probably drive me crazy with the motion that, but no, I'm gonna keep a good watch on them. That little baby deer, it was about 50 yards from where I'm sitting right now. The mama had it 50 yards from where I'm sitting. We seen it on camera. I thought it was a cat. I was like, God, there's a deer, and there's a daggone little cat behind it. And I was like, wait a minute, that ain't a cat. And then I seen where they walked. And when I walked outside, I just happened to walk down the hill there a little bit. There's that lightning bug. Happened to walk down the hill just a little bit, and there she was, and that little bitty buck sitting there nursing off of her. Guys, I've hunted deer since I was 8 years old. I ain't never seen one this. I mean, it was just born like that night. Only a couple of hours old. Couldn't walk. I've got some video of it, but I just put that picture on there. Big Old Mate's I'm gonna get one of them big army tarps, and it's gonna be tightened down on the top of it. So yeah, I don't think they can get through that. I might have to put a little bit of reinforcement, or maybe a piece of tin or something around the sides to keep it. But I think it should be all right. Hey, listen, Big Old Mama. The worst thing that happens, I get a little target practice. There ain't nothing getting my chickens. And I ain't even got them yet. And I'm at protective. I'm at protective and I ain't even got them yet. I'm talking about something I don't even have. But no, ain't not gonna hurt my chickens. Hope not. Well, oh, I know. Well, I don't got no foxes, but I dang sure got raccoons. And I've got one that's, I think he's about, I think he's really old because, I can walk right up to him. He just do, he don't care. Like, as long as I ain't messing with him, and I ain't tried to mess with him, I just got about 2 foot away. He's turned up, looked at me, and I was like, "What, dude? What's your deal? Are you old?" He just kept walking. So but I know he's gonna have some friends around or a girlfriend or something. So yeah, I know I've done had to relocate one already. I've got a big trap out there. And more likely, that trap will be set right beside that chicken coop. So maybe, I would say they'd like a chicken's probably more than what I got in it, but I might have to put some real canned chicken or something in there. Get his attention. Yeah, well, when I was a kid, my papa had chickens and stuff. I ain't never had it. This is going to be my first go around. But y'all are going to be able to right there with me. Like, I'm going to video a lot of it. I think it'd be fun. And I'm going to get, give my neighbors eggs, give my family eggs, and everybody have some eggs. If I can send them to you and you want them, I'll give them to you. Oh, whoa, what's that? Homestead family, 12 chickens killed. Good night. Oh, gosh, oh, my gosh. These 2 dogs that I've got I ain't kidding, they broke me. Like, from August till now, well, I went through my whole, what savings and this and that. It's me about, I think $6,000 or $7,000 right now that I'm up to. And just in vet bills, just in the vet. That's it. Every time I go, it's like $200-$300. Every time I go. And it's crazy. It's just crazy. So, man, and I got to be honest too. I think it's got something to do with and I guess I got to be careful what I say. But there's a big, humongous chemical facility here. I don't know if it's messing with the animals or not. But I ain't having too good luck with my dogs. It's like both. One's got extremely, and the vet said it's an extremely fast, harsh cancer that my little Yorkie's got still. Even though they got that removed, she still eat up with it. And my other one, the blood work ain't really right. So, yeah, I would love to, as much as I love the animals, I can't afford it. And it's just getting so much. Like, I don't know. She didn't really, I don't know. She is a big crazy name, but she said it's very aggressive, very fast. No way to stop it. No way to, she said basically the next time, and she's already got a little spot right here on her ribs growing after this surgery. Like, they cut my little dog, I don't know if y'all have seen the pictures, but they cut her from right here at the bottom of her neck all the way down to her, basically, her private parts, all gutted her. And every mass or spot that was there, they got out. All they could. Naturally, it's attached and it's in there, but she's already got another little spot come up, and I don't know how. It's really up to God on how fast it's going to grow, because this one will be it. Like, I thank the Lord, because I thought the last one, you heard me say, they can't have surgery, and it's just a matter of time. It was really sad. I didn't know what to do, but they got that one off, and then, like I said, the vet has said this is it. So, and she's actually on. Golly, my poor little dogs are on crazy amounts of medicine every single day. Like, they take 3 or 4 or 5 pills of the morning, and 4 at the, that's together. One gets 3, one gets 2, what have you. But it's crazy. It's crazy. What it takes to keep my dogs and animals alive. It's crazy. The money it takes to keep my animals alive. I'd love to know the cause. Because I'll be honest, I've had animals my whole life. Never had issues like this. Never. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Well, that's this right here is really. I mean, it's kind of hard to even think about, but that's what I say is that this little dog is literally treated like a queen. Like I literally pick her up and set her down. She don't jump from the bed. I literally pick her up when she gets done using the bathroom. I wipe her butt. I mean, a lot of people might think that's crazy, but I do. My dogs are my kids, man. I love them. 70, goodness gracious, thank you. Bless your heart, because that's the good Lord has let you see 30 some more years, and He's let me. That's a pretty good while. Bless you. That's a good experience. That's what I say it is. Look at her. This message is held for review. What, are you serious? What? Beagle Mama, I had to approve that. Why? Why? What did you say in that was wrong? I mean, good night, man, guys. You see why this needs to be shared? Do you see why we need to come together as a whole, as a country? And you see how they're trying to stop it? I have to hit accept to even read a comment that don't mean nothing. I had to approve that. That blows my mind. Y'all hear my allergies? My nose is plumb stopped up. My allergies are killing me. It's, well, mowing and stuff like that, and it just gets them acted up. The one where it said, I'm not going to repeat it because, well, it said you're talking about diesel and it was inoperable. Yeah, I hit show for some reason. It said this message is hid. Review message, and then I have to review it to approve it. I don't see you said anything wrong, so I wish that whoever would take that off of my stuff there. If it ain't what it's supposed to be, man, I'm telling you, this whole platform is different every time I'm on it. And granted, yes, that's my fault. It's been 4 months. Yes, and I'm not saying I haven't been on YouTube. I have. You've seen my posts, but this is the first video I put up in a long time. So when I was, you got to hit the live and you got to hit the description. And I try to share it out a few places, Facebook, Twitter. I don't think I did Twitter. I just did Facebook. But, I put it out a few places. Then I come back. Now it automatically puts your description. You have to go edit that. And it's got your location. You have to block that. It's got all kinds of stuff now that it didn't used to have. And now I'm noticing that I have to approve certain messages. One of them, just because it had American flag in it. That's the only thing I think that offended somebody. And I don't understand that, man. Anybody can proudly send me American flags. That's patriotic. I mean, it says America right back there behind me. Y'all could take a picture of that and zoom in. You can read what that right there says behind me. I'm moving out of the way just for that reason. Y'all can screenshot this and you can zoom in and take a picture. I probably get banned if I tell you what it says. Now, I probably can't say that. I don't know. But there, you can zoom in, take you a picture of that right there. I love America. America is in like horrible, hurt, wounded condition right now. Like I never in my wildest dreams thought that it could get to this point of where we're at right now, because I thought there was more pride and there was more oomph, so to say, in Americans. I found out the hard way that there's only a handful of us that's willing to go out the streets, and say anything about it. That's the reality of it, And I mean, I say, guys, anytime I say that right there, I'm not wanting no pat on the back. I'm wanting you to come arm in arm with me. I don't want no pat on the back. I don't want nothing, I want you to have a good life. I want you to be happy, live whatever, do what you're supposed to, reach the people you're supposed to reach down here. And then we'll be together in heaven. That's my hope for everybody that watches this. That's my true hope. I don't have no, like I said, I don't have no hard will, ill feelings towards anybody, nowhere, shape, form, or fashion. I don't. It's and I'll be honest with you, if you do have issues with and all that stuff, then you ain't gonna make it to heaven. You can't get to heaven that way. Door will be closed in your face, right? Let all that stuff go. Give it to God. God will punish him on his own if that's what you're, if somebody's done you wrong, you're kind of, on the fence about give it to God. He'll take care of it, you know. And like I said, it may be that you're not supposed to be interacting with these people no more. There's people come in your life for seasons. I can go back through my life. I mean, I had one guy, me and him was best friends for like 20 some years. And I don't know, since I started going to rallies and standing, I'm not saying he's against that because he's all for it, but the only time me and him talk is when I text him first. And, like I said, I'm not going to be the rug, I try, I do best I can. Uh-oh, hold on. Because I got to reach really far. Hey, Shirley, good to see you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to be seeing a lot of me because as long as I can stay on here, I'm going to try to do this every single day. Every single day, at least something. Because, I sat in these past 4 months and I absorbed a lot of information. I got a lot to talk about. This video alone, they've been different topics all the way through. I've got a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff built up. I just try to come on to, I guess get back in the groove of things. Because as you can tell, the first of this video, I wasn't as talkative, and now I can't shut up. That's just me. Y'all know how I am. God, look, you can see my eyes are itching so bad. My allergies kill me. I take, Allegra and Claritin, and neither one of them work. And what's that? It's got a green lid on it. It's a spray. What's that stuff called? I squirted it right before I come out here, but as you can see, son, I'm stopped up. I have to go get me some different kind. Well, Beagle Mama, that right there, one day, I'll be able to sit down and talk about it. I can't even talk about that because they'll shut me down, but I got treated very unfairly. There was no reason in the world, and they're watching this. They told me they did, but I don't know. I'll say it like this: there was no reason in the world for me to have all them firearms pointed at my face. There was no reason for that whatsoever. And it was God that. I know some of y'all don't even know the story, but when I had to visit from the alphabet people the first time, they were beating on all sides of the house. I thought I was asleep. I'd run third shift in a big truck. I'd sleep during the day, and I got woken up thinking I thought that the big chemical factory I was talking about, I thought it was blowing up, or we was having an actual earthquake. And that's, y'all know that. And I got to use code, guys, because I got to watch what I say. But y'all know I'm a big 2A guy. Y'all know that. Well, most of the time, it's everywhere I'm at. I don't care where it is. It's here now. It's here now. But this startled me so bad, I just took off running to the front door because I thought I was going to open the door and see the daggone trees and stuff falling. And then when I did, I had all kinds of them pointing at my face. But that was God. I didn't go to the door with mine, or I wouldn't be here talking about it. Promise you, wouldn't be here talking about it. But any normal person, that's probably what, you're kind of startled, don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not right, man. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. I understand. I don't care orders or what, man. It ain't right. I just got to say that. What I would have done, I said, look, boss, you already know the truth. Why are we wasting money? That's what I'd have done. I wouldn't have made that visit. Yeah, and Beagle Mama, I hope when the truth of all that comes out, that there's going to be some retribution, especially for my buddies that still away from their family. I'll say it like that. They're still away from their family. Them guys need to be put up and, treated like kings for what they've endured. Just from what I've heard, not what I've seen or what really, I don't probably really know, just from the bits and pieces. It's so horrible, man. It's so horrible. Y'all understand the real evil that's going on. If you really, and I'm going to talk about some of it, I got to use code, so y'all got to stay tuned and learn my code so you'll know what I'm talking about, right? A lot of us are already on the same page, but there will be people who come in the comments that are not, so we're going to have to catch them up on some of this stuff, guys. And there's a limit to what I can say, but there's not what you can type. I'm pretty sure you can type more, and, once they get to the gist of what it is, we can delete that baby and he'll be gone. As long as they understand, right? Guys, and it's sad. It's so sad that we have to do stuff this way. Why can't we just come on and talk about the truth? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because it makes them look bad. It does. The truth really hurts them. It makes them look bad. You guys got any prayer requests? I do gotta cut it kind of a little short because I've got to go and soak my dog's foot in Epsom salt. She got a big little pink bandage, so I've got to take that off and soak it in Epsom salt. And Beagle Mama, they've had that bandage on there, and they put that on there to stop the bleeding because she's kind of a free bleeder where she's on all this medication. Do you think when I soak her foot, now I don't know how I'll be able to get her foot in a bottle of water or a thing of water. So what I was going to do is, I used to be EMTIV, and I dealt with burn victims several times. I'm just going to get some, clean washcloths and soak them up and just keep pouring water and Epsom salt through that and keep it soaked up real good. Like that's what I was planning on doing. But my question is, do I need to bandage it back up or let it breathe? I mean, I'm putting Neosporin on it, whatever, but do you think do I need to bandage it back up or just let it breathe? I thought letting it breathe would let it heal, but I don't know. Hey, thank you, Tudor. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I appreciate y'all that share this. I really do, because hey, I like when I started this video tonight, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I thought, man, I'm just going to come on and try to catch up, and that's kind of what I'm still doing now. But you see how my conversation that I was having with you guys, and then I flipped through the Bible and the verses, that's not me. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. That's not me. That's God. Okay? So if you've ever doubted God, that right there, if you trust me and what I say, then you got to trust God, because he's the one that did that. It wasn't me. Don't trust me on that side of it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to confuse anybody, but God does that type of thing, I think God sends people your way for certain reasons all day long. You don't realize it, If you really sit and thought what a job he's got to be able to, I don't know how, my goodness. I'm having issues taking care of 2 dogs and some cats, and well, I've got some squirrels and groundhogs and raccoons and deer, and I got a lot of that stuff. I feed them as well, but my 2 dogs are that gum breaking me up. Let's see what that say. Got you. That's what I thought. I didn't think we need to bandage it back up. Unless it's pouring the blood, I wasn't gonna bandage it back up. But I thought I'd ask you to see. Yeah, she's on that med. I don't know if it's a steroid or the chemo, but one of them makes her blood kind of thin, almost like she's on blood thinner for some reason. And when she bleeds, it's fast. Like, goodness, I cut her toenail to the quick on accident when I was cutting her toenails. Oh my gosh, I had quick stop and everything. It was like a fountain. I was like, good night, my Lord. I'm gonna kill my dog here because it's bleeding to death. But I got it stopped. She was all right. But yeah, this chemo here that she's on is like I said, it's $300 a month just for her medicine. They're just the chemo by itself. So expensive. Well, and you can't go to the pharmacy to get it. They have to send it to you by mail. I have to order it online, naturally with the vet's approval and all that. But I wished it was a lot cheaper brand, because I'm telling you, it's rough. Yeah, I've got a nitrate pen. I've got both, actually. I'm a pretty prepared hillbilly when it comes to all that stuff. Luckily, when I was at EMTIV and all that, worked on the rescue squad years ago, I've got quite a bit of medical training just back here stored in my head, I absolutely got. Oh wow! I'm glad you. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm glad you said that, because some of y'all know I'm kind of a weather geek. I pay $100 a month for the radar on my phone. Like, I love weather. I know it's probably bad right now. Tomorrow, even worse. Monday, even worse. Like, guys, y'all know y'all have heard of El Nino. Well, that's what this is, and El Nino is basically when the waters get hot down there in the ocean around Africa and all that. It pulls our jet stream down, and it pulls all the Gulf of Mexico moisture up, and then it just intensifies the storm. Well, the intensity in the air right now is maximum pressure. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm glad you said pray for the tornado victims. And y'all, if you live in one of them, we're expecting like tornadoes here. We've had a few here in the years past. Last time we did, I think it was 2012. That's when the El Nino was, or what have you. It's going to be just the same, or probably they're saying worse than the last one we had. So, yeah, if y'all live in them areas, especially, buckle down and look, yeah, we definitely need to pray for all them people in those areas. Oh yeah. Big Mama, I think that they're adding to it. They're making it even worse by what they're spraying up there. But yeah, it's a normal cycle thing that's playing out. I agree with that. And guys, I'm not no meteorologist, but if you look online, that a lot of these big time real meteorologists that go chase these, I use the same weather app they got, same identical one. It's only 100. I mean, luckily I paid for that before my dogs got sick, or I wouldn't be able to. I promise you. But yeah, I was able to at that time, and it's still good. But I'm kind of weather geeks. Y'all, yeah, I'll start posting when I look. If I see a tornado, I'll probably post it because I can see the storm velocity. I can see all that. So definitely need to pray for all the people in these paths. There's people probably right now as I'm speaking. I hope you're not. If you're in a tornado thing, get in your bunker. Don't watch me. Go get safe. You can replay me later. I'll be here. But who's got any prayer requests, guys? I've been on here, my goodness, almost 2 hours. See, guys, here's the thing. Yeah, 15 of you that are here right now are good, but there's nobody, I don't know too many people that's going to go and watch just an hour and 40 minutes of me sitting here rambling. Now, maybe, you see what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to start cutting the videos down a little bit shorter, But I get tonight was, well, I've got 4 months of stuff to catch up on with you guys, and, well, takes a little bit of time. Is that video lagging? It looks like it's kind of lagging to me. But I've got like an internet extender, but I may be on the 2.4 gigahertz instead of the 5G. I might need to change it. I don't know. I don't know if it might end the video. Y'all hold on just a second. Let me see if I can change this. Hold on. It's reconnecting. Now it should I was actually connected to the 2.4 gigahertz. So if it's been lagging that's why. My bad. I will check it before I'll try to remember that. Now I'm on the, well, I think I'm on the 5G, whatever it is. It's trying to say it is. But who's got any prayer requests, guys? Oh, here I got to review this message. I already know who it's from before I see it. Are you kidding me? Big ol' mama, I had to approve that message. No, Big ol' mama, you probably need to delete that. They'll probably ban you for you can't say that word. I don't think. Oh my goodness! But I agree with you 100%. I can't. Yeah, I know. That's why I started laughing. She even used code words, and it's still, guys. You know what? I'm glad this is happening. I'm glad I'm seeing this because it's totally kind of rewarping my mind on what I'm going to have to do. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, this is crazy. I never seen it where I have to approve or disapprove a message. Let them type and shut up. That's kind of how I see it. If I don't like the message, I'll delete it myself. Let me be in charge of this. Last time I checked, this was my live feed. Last time I checked. Don't seem to be that way, does it, guys? Yeah, that's good, Big Mom. That's crazy. That is so messed up, is what it is. That's a fact. No, we ain't the problem. They're definitely the problem. But anybody got any prayer requests? Because we'll pray and try to get off here. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't like the fact and I don't know. It might still be showing it. I don't like the fact that it had the option of location on there. I don't. This where I live is private property. You don't come here unless I ask you to. It's that simple. I promise you, anywhere you look around my place, there's a humongous private property sign right in your face. I'd recommend you follow that. That goes for anybody. Don't care what you're wearing. Anybody. Better make that phone call first. Say, hey, Jamie, you care if I swing by and see you for a second? That's what you better do. That goes for anybody. Anybody. I'm making, and y'all can see I'm stressing that pretty hard, right? There's a reason. There's a reason. I'm done playing. You know, I'm going to stand for my freedoms and my rights and for God, and I don't care who likes it. Strike that. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely, you're in my prayers. That sounds like, my goodness, that's horrible. That's horrible. Hey, you know what? The best advice that I wish, look, they were people that did. I just didn't listen. Jesus, that's your best advice. That's the best advice I can give. Because, and look, I ain't going to say it's easy. It'll probably get even harder, but it's all worth it. It's all going to be worth it in the end. Because trust me, guys, I'm not, I'll be honest, I've not struggled in 20 some years since I've been a truck driver. I've been driving a truck 22 years now. And really until the past 3 months, until basically, and that's like I said, it's like one gut punch, until the past 3 months. I mean, the last videos I've shown, $200 and $300 flashlights and all this. I was showing all this stuff because I mean, guys, I don't know if you know it or not, but the truck drivers, they do pretty good. They do all right, or at least for me, I think. So, but man, I'm telling you, these last 3 months, going on 4 months now, have been constant struggle because, like I said, I've only got 2 of my buddies that'll actually come and help, come pick me up. It's crazy, guys, crazy. And the sad part is the other 4 guys I'm talking about will watch this, probably just sit back and laugh. It's all right. Hey, when you struggle, I'll still help you. Don't worry, I'll still help you. I ain't gonna hold no hard feelings. But anybody else got any prayer requests? No, Big Mama. No, I've done not under this economy. No. I've been there. See, I messed up, went down that road in 2012. You know who was in office then? That's why it failed. Because, he was letting so many come across the border with the automatic broker license. They were, the bottom fell out. Yeah, no, it would have been great. And that's kind of sad that in my life I have to look on. If I wanted to start another business, I got to wait till Trump get back in there. No way I can make any money. That's I got buddy. I mean, the guys I'm driving for now, they're struggling. Like, it's just so messed up, guys. It's so messed up. Yeah, he's messed up. I don't understand. Like, guys, and I'm not one of these that worships the ground this man walks on. I'm not. But I do believe he's the only one that can fix us and without us having to pay for the next all of our lives. I think he's the only one that can fix that because he's got that money brain. He's he's a billionaire. He's made that. I think he can fix us, but my gosh, it's still going to be a hard job for him. I say that. Yeah, Big Mom, I bet it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love nothing more to have a big 379 Peterbilt or something. I'd love to have one of my own, but they make it so hard on truck drive. I like I said, I had my own truck company in 2012. I hauled cars, and I done really, really good for a little while until really that administration started bearing down and the border was wide open. I mean, I got to tell the truth. That ruined my business, and not just me. I know plenty of other people did. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love them. Now, some of my buddies, I mean, they've got their Peterbilts are so nice, I'll drive them for free. There's some of them. I know it sounds crazy, but these trucks on the road out there, they're so nice, I'd drive them for free, but there's no way I want to own one right now. Now, if Trump gets back in there and turns this economy around, I think it'd be the best idea anybody'd have, but like, I'd obviously go in with somebody. We can do it and make crazy, crazy amounts of money. But right now, you're going to fall flat on your face. Guys, give me just a second, will you? I mean, I took a pause there for a second, guys, because
I got a notification on one of my cameras there. Amen to that, least amounts, because hey, trust me, I know all about family being what would you call it? On my side, I got to say selfish. Yeah, very selfish. And it's the Bible talks about it though. Brothers against brothers, mothers against daughters, dads against sons. It talks about that. You know, I just never believed. Now, look, I'm not me and my parents. I mean, I talk to my dad every night. Thank the Lord, my mom and dad are both still alive, and I talk to them daily. But well, I just the rest of my immediate family like that, they just don't care. That's all I guess I can say about that. Actions speak louder than words. You know. Sad. It's sad. This old boy here done all he's going to do. I've done all I'm going to do on that instance there. You know? But it is sad. And trust me, I know exactly what you're talking about because I'm living it as well. Sad to say. I ain't proud to say that, but I ain't going to lie about it. It is what it is. God in heaven knows I've done my part and I've tried. But like I said earlier in this video, if you go back and watch the beginning, I ain't going to let down be nobody's daggone rug mat and then run over me. I didn't do that when I was out living for the devil. I dang sure ain't going to do it living for the Lord. So, there's that. You know? Yeah, I don't like this stuff. I don't like this stool. I think just standing here would be a whole lot better. I don't like that stool too good. I think standing would be better. But, guys, yeah, I know what y'all talking about. It's horrible. But, Bible says, this book says that that's going to happen. You know what? It says that's going to happen in the end, you know, closer to the end times. Well, I got to be honest, I had a good relationship up until, I don't know, it ain't been too awful long, but you know what I'm saying. Guys, I believe the devil knows he ain't got much time left. And yeah, if you don't mind, I got family members myself that are lost, that need the Lord, you know. And yeah, we need to pray for them as well, because trust me, I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. What I'm gonna do, and you know, I got this stump right here. Y'all see this stump? I got a stump right there. That's my prayer. That's my prayer stump. That's what I put my knees on. You know, down on the concrete. So that's where I'm going to go. Y'all just pray there. Oh, man. That's fine, Robin. You go out on the bed. I appreciate you being here. I'm getting ready to pray and end it myself. Yeah. You know, here I am. I just got done telling y'all that I'm pretty sure, I don't know about the location thing. I've never seen that before, but when I clicked on it, it was right. I tried to block it out there. I don't know if it did or not, but I don't know. You know, people are crazy, guys. I question everything, and as you can tell, I'm aware of everything. Anyway, let's go to work. Let's go to word of prayer. Make sure I ain't done there. Something crazy happens. Let's go. Let me take it something. Let's go to prayer. Heavenly Father, God, Lord, we bow in holy presence, God, Lord. First of all, Lord, we thank you, Lord, for another day of life, God. Lord, thank you, Lord, for still being able, God, for us to reach out and talk to you, Lord, and cry out to you, Lord. Lord, you know, God, Lord, each and every one, God, that has a prayer request, Lord, each and every one that's commented, whether they commented or not, Lord, you know their prayer request, God, better than I do, better than they do. You know their prayer request, God. Lord, I pray, God, let each and every one, God, that you would answer, Lord, according to your will, Lord, not theirs, according to your will. Lord, I pray, God, Lord, for all these people that's going to be in the dangerous storms and the tornadoes, Lord, you know, Lord, I pray you reach your hand down, Lord, somehow, Lord, and just keep them safe, God, Lord. Maybe it's be a messenger, God, that can maybe reach somebody else, Lord. I pray, God, he gets just another couple of days or another chance to reach one more person, God. Just keep them safe, God. Lord, I pray, Lord, for this country, Lord. I pray, God, that you have some mercy on us, God, because, Lord, I know this country has turned its back on you, Lord, but there's lots of us that haven't, Lord. Lord, I pray, God, that some way, somehow, there be something done to open people's eyes, Lord, to get them to look at you, Lord. Lord, if you got to hurt them, if you got to break them, I pray, God, that it be done before it's everlasting too late, God. Lord, I pray, God, if there's anybody sick tonight, God, Lord, I pray that you reach down and touch them, God. Let them know, Lord, that you're with them. Lord, I pray, God, anybody that's lost, Lord, anybody that don't know you, God, I pray that you just put them in my path, God, I will speak. But, Lord, I pray, God, that somebody, Lord, somebody will speak out, God, and give them the holy word and save them, God, before it's too late. Lord, I pray, Lord,
all the people that had death intervene in their family, God. I pray, God, that you reach out and touch them, Lord. Just let them know, God, that just comfort them, Lord. I pray, God, Lord, that you just watch over us, Lord, and guide us, Lord, in all that we do. In Jesus' name, I do humbly pray. Amen. All right, guys, hold on, man. I got to put this goddamn thing back on my head because, as you can see, I need a haircut. I need a haircut so bad. I need a haircut so bad. I need a beard trim so bad. I've just been lazy. I guess you could say lazy and covered up at the same time. In fact, I know it. I know it don't make any sense, but I've been lazy when I can and covered up to death when I ain't. So it's been kind of one of them things, you know. I don't know, man, guys. I'm gonna take this phone out of this thing so I can read a few of y'all's. I'll unplug it for a second, so I can read a few of y'all's comments. Give me just a second here. I gotta put this little thing on the back so there we go. Little popper thing on the back so I can hold it. There we go. Chuck Seddon, what's up, brother? Long time no talk, man. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. I'm trying to read a few more of these comments. And so, guys, like I said, I'm sorry I made it. They're going almost 2 hours, but well, had a lot to talk about. Oh, you can see right here. There's Mr. Bones. He's missed y'all. He's just been wondering where he's been. And I said, well, that's my fault because I ain't been on here. But guys, keep praying for this country. You know, it seems like there's so many people that I used to know they were on fire for the Lord, and I got to be honest, they were a whole lot more on fire for the Lord than I ever was. And it's like now, it's like times is reversed, and it's like they're just falling away and they don't care, you know. And I know they know the truth, right? Sorry, let me set this. Hold on, let me see if I can set this right here. There we go. I just tried to get it right closer so I can see the comments. Okay, I was just trying to read some of the comments there, but no. Guys, the devil knows he ain't got much time left, and he's ramped his powers and all that stuff up so much. Like, I mean, for some of these people that he's got a hold of, for him to be able to have a hold of them, it's kind of like looking at, you know, I say it like this. It's kind of like looking at, if you like UFC, you know, one of your favorite fighters or whatever, you know, he always wins or whatever, but he goes in there and gets his butt stomped. That's kind of like what this is, because I'm watching the devil stomp their guts out. And they're mad at me because I'm letting them know why. I mean, I'm just trying to help, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so Chuck knows my live feeds has changed difference really between day, night, and dark, because I used to come on here and I was screaming straight up in the yeah. Look, I ain't going to say that ain't going to happen again, because it very well may, because that's just a part of me that, well, it looks like anger. That's why they call me the angry ginger. It's usually the ginger ninja, but it ain't really anger. It's passion. There's a big difference right there. You know, I'm not mad. I just get so passionate. And I mean, well, I can't say a lot of this stuff. Yeah, all of this junk makes me mad. Yeah, I ain't gonna say it don't, because it does. But y'all get what I'm saying. Yeah, Chuck knows. He remembers them days. I don't know. I don't know if one of my cameras is acting up or what, but I keep getting a notification. And I mean, the funniest part about it is they should be standing right outside that door. I mean, come on in, the water's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not suicidal. I love the Lord. I'd never do anything like that. Just to let y'all know. So if that's what they type up in the papers, you know that's a lie. Okay. Ain't it sad? Did you have to say stuff like that this day and time? I think it's very sad. Very sad. Oops. Very sad. God almighty. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to go in here and get me some allergy medicine, take some more Allegra or something, because my daggone, I can't breathe. My eyeballs are itching out of my head. But hey, I appreciate y'all. And tomorrow night, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to read the rest of Revelations tonight. And tomorrow night, we'll try to start that. So, hey, I appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good way. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for one another. Say a prayer for our president. Oh, my God. As hard as that is for me to say a prayer for our president. Say a prayer for our real president as well. And, yeah, look, hey, say a prayer for our veterans too, because they're kicking them out on the street and letting Newcomers, I call them that. Letting the newcomers live there. It ain't right, guys. It ain't right. But y'all have a good night. God bless y'all, and we'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. Okay? Y'all have a good one, man. God bless.